believe there's a difference between philosophy and style.
Absolutely. In my mind, philosophy is about your core principles, and those don't change, while style is built around your personnel. Therefore, it's got to be more flexible.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Then there's Paul George. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the 4. Inside. Kicks it to George. Pass to Edgecombe. Screen by Embiid. Fires top of the key. Edgecombe, no good. Here's Atlanta with the ball. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Maxey. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Porzingis from behind the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
A big man with big-time range. Porzingis is a legit threat to three-point land.
George sets a screen. Here's Barlow. He picked up 10 in his last game. 6 on the shot clock. 2 open that time. Made it look easy.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Alexander Walker, taking command on offense when they need him, putting up 21 a game. On the wing, Daniels. Rebound by Philadelphia. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. How about Dyson Daniels, Grant? Last season, leading the league in steals.
Well, averaging over 3 a game. That mark hadn't been met in over 3 decades, BA. And in the process, the Aussie earning the nickname, the Great Barrier Thief. Not bad.
Daniels left side. Back to Alexander Walker. Outside Johnson. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by George.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Embiid. And here's George. Launches it. Porzingis grabs the board.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Outside Johnson. Porzingis, high post. Outside, Alexander Walker. The 3 is up. Porzingis misses. The Sixers leading. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea. He's been making those plays." Back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Now here's Alexander Walker. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Reza Shea. Outside Porzingis. Fires in the triple.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up and he'll knock him down. Terrific off the catch.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Will stand a move by the Hawks to diversify their offense with more cutting and ball movement.
Well, it's made the Hawks tougher to defend and keeps all 5 guys engaged. As prolific as Trae Young is, it's too much to have him do it all by himself.
this pause, let's update you on the best rebounding teams in the NBA over the previous 10 games. Philadelphia, 4th.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
.105 left in the first. Here's McCain. The rebound by Atlanta.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Pass to Newell. Here's Kennard, covered by McCain. Here's Newell. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 5 on the clock. Kennard for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Outside McCain from deep. Hits the trifecta.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Hawks trailing. Here's Newell. 10 points in his last outing. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the low post is good.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Tie game in Atlanta. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
But things have gone the way they wanted here in the first period.
Yeah, that was a sharp start, but we've got a long way to go. They're going to have to sustain that intensity.
They've got Jalen Johnson. Newell out there with Onyeka Okongwu. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Wallace in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Outside McCain. Now here's Embiid. Really played well against Indiana in his last game. And Embiid gets the double team.
Team first.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Screen by Embiid. Shot clock at 6. That one goes. Count it. Grimes has got his first points of the night.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Over to the left wing. Here's Newell. Walker covering. Newell can't get it to go. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to McCain. Up top, Walker. Back to McCain. To the middle. And the jam by Walker.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And just far too many turnovers. You can't expect to win if you can't protect the ball.
Now look, turnovers hurt you in 2 ways. You lose the possession on offense, and defensively, giveaways normally lead to easy points for your opponents.
Maxey. He's checked in for Walker. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. The kick out to Johnson. Okongwu, a screen on Edwards. Porzingis for three. And Atlanta misses again. Philadelphia leading by 4. Maxey passes to Grimes. And here's Embiid, guarded by Okongwu. And here's Maxey outside. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
Daniels outside. Pass to Porzingis. Johnson for three. And Grimes pulls it down.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Nice D from Alexander Walker.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Daniels finds Porzingis. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Up top, Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. Okongwu, a screen on McCain. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Hawks trail by 7. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Now here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Down low. Embiid puts it in.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
There's 53 seconds left in the second period. Okongwu, the pass to Alexander Walker. And the layup is good off the glass.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Maxey surveying the D. Pass to Embiid. There's 31 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
Yeah, when it comes to drawing fouls, Embiid is one of the best to ever do it.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And he makes a first.
Molding himself into one of the most dominant centers in the league, Embiid has really come into his own.
Atlanta making some changes here. Gay comes in for Okongwu, and it's Rizachet in for Johnson. Philadelphia also making some changes. Barlow's checked in for Edwards. Paul George comes in for Grimes, and it's Edgecombe in for McCain. That one's no good. Hawks trail by 8. Beyond the arc. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
And here is Maxey over Rizachet. And rejected. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now. And, Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings. The true contenders are beginning to stand out.
Looking at Philadelphia, guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now, unable to get to the next level, searching for the answers.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
The Sixers lead by 8. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Paul George. And it's Barlow in at the power forward position. Now here's Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
The unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Edgecombe. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Hits the three-pointer. Alexander Walker's got 5.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie. And Atlanta with possession here. Following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. Risache with the ball. Working on George. They get it again. And the ball out of play. The Sixers will have it. And taking a glance at these last 10 games, these guys have been on an absolute roll scoring the ball. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. 5th, Tyrese Maxey.
He's been on an absolute tear offensively. He's found something that's working for him, and he's sticking to it.
And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Embiid against Porzingis. Embiid inside. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Yeah, good things happen when Embiid has the ball in his hands. I mean, this guy can do it all.
Pass to Johnson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Now Risache. 4-3. Barlow grabs a miss.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
George's shot is off. Hawks trail by 12. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. And a chance here to check out some stats for Tyrese Maxey. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Maxey's got 5.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Daniels. Outside Porzingis. Here's Alexander Walker. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Back to George from outside the arc. Okongwu with the rebound. Hawks trail by 12. Daniels up top. Maxey covering. Porzingis in the post. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed and his size can be a huge advantage.
For a different look here. Newell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Krejci comes in for Johnson. Kennard, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Wallace in for Daniels. Philadelphia also making some changes. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Walker comes in for George. And McCain subbed in for Tyrese Maxey. .107 left in the third quarter. Krejci. And Atlanta misses again.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Drummond finds McCain. It's Grimes on the wing. Gets the 3 to fall. Grimes has got 5 points.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Pass to Kennard. Now Okongwu. Drummond defending. Here's Kennard. Counted. Kennard's got his second basket on the night.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy for Kennard.
Outside Grimes. Outside McCain. Pass to Drummond. Good D by Okongwu. Now Wallace with the 10-footer. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Philadelphia in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Newell, also Onyeka Okongwu out there. Johnson is out there with Luke Kennard, and it's Wallace in at the point guard position. So that's the Hawks 5. Nice shot by Kennard.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Outside McCain. And the 76ers another 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Wallace. From deep, Johnson. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Edwards. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Edwards has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Porzingis is checked in for the Hawks. Krejci comes in for Wallace. Tyrese Maxey's checked in for the Sixers. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling guys, come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Okongwu. Here's Krejci. Back to Porzingis. The 3 is up. And Grimes pulls it down.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
To the paint. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist from Edwards. And the 76ers lead by 17. Pass to Kennard. To halt the run. Outside Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Oh, off target from downtown. The Sixers lead by 17. Maxey with it. Screen by Embiid. Misses the 3. The Hawks have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's Okongwu. Jacks up a 3. The triple drop.
Well, some of the most solid mechanics in the league. Kennard has complete trust in his motion.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
Stanton.
Atlanta making some changes. Risache, he's checked in for Okongwu. Dyson Daniels comes in for Kennard. And it's Alexander Walker in for Krejci. Philadelphia also making some changes. Barlow's checked in for Edwards. Paul George comes in for Grimes. And it's Edgecombe in for McCain. And Maxey's got the ball here for the 76ers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Fires the three. Johnson with the rebound. Hawks trail by 14. Outside Risache. Now Porzingis. From 13 feet, he gets it to go.
Well, there's a little old school from Porzingis, using that mid-range.
Philadelphia has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Team first. Shooting for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Both free throws good from Maxey. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Here's Edgecombe. Now here's Embiid. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the 76ers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And with the win, the season series is tied 1-1. You have to love how competitive these games have been with 2 more left to play.
And what a huge performance it was for Joel Embiid.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Now here's Risache. Can't get the 3. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Embiid. Six on the shot clock. That's off. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
Really good, real beneficial. It's great that we was able to pick this one up. That's what it's about. We don't care if it's a blowout or if it's a close one. We need to learn how to do both. So it's great. We were able to pick this up. Good quality team win.
Good luck on continuing to build that chemistry.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Joel Embiid.